Josh, if you could spell your name for me.
My name's Moracco, space Amorin.
Okay. And what's your job?
I'm a C-17 Loadmaster.
What unit are you with?
I'm with the 204th Airlift Squadron out of Joint Base Pearl Harbor Hickam, National Guard.
Okay. And as a whole unit, what is your part in this exercise?
Our part is mainly an airdrop portion to conduct airdrop exercises in a different environment other than what we're used to in Hawaii, different waters, different terrain. So we're not used to always doing the same exact stuff. We can just prepare for, the unexpected.
How does this exercise enable your training?
It enables my training. Well, it's a good portion because us being in Hawaii, the center of the Pacific, airdrop operations is fairly new to us. So we're trying to gain proficiency in different environments. So now we're dropping in the Gulf Coast versus the Pacific, which is a different element.
When you're going from the Pacific to the Gulf Coast, like what are some of the differences?
The difference is mainly the terrain. We're used to dropping on the same drop zones every time. Now we have to hone our skills and be sharper and more observant on what else is around us, because now we're not used to this environment, and as well as the water and the coast, and orienting ourselves to where we are in the plane to where we actually are on the land. Because we can look out and see certain islands that we know and know where we're at, but now when we see the coast, we can be anywhere on the coast, or just knowing where you're at and having SA at all times.
What's the coolest thing that you got to be a part of since you've been here?
I would say it hasn't happened yet, but it would probably be the boat drop. I've dropped boats in Florida before, so it's not too different from over here, but just working with a different crew, a different pair of jumpers. Before we were working with Army, now it's different. We're working with Marines. So just getting on the same page as the Marines, because we're used to dropping Army, that's a factor in itself. And then just different terminology, different signals, commands, to try to get everybody on the same page.
What is Southern Strike preparing you for?
Well, us being in the Pacific, it's a hot spot around the world, because we kind of control the Pacific. So anything in that region, whether it be going farther east, that's mainly what we're just getting ready for. We don't know what's going to happen, but we just want to be ready for anything, pretty much.
Have you gotten to work with any of the multinational yet?
I have, yes.
Why is that important to do that?
It's communication. Because there's a language barrier. What you can usually tell your immediate Air Force colleagues, the nationals may not get the same message you're trying to send them. So you just have to double check and just make sure everyone knows what you're talking about. Pretty much during any phases of flight, loading, flying, and airdropping.
And just tell me a little bit one more time about what the mission was like that you conducted today.
Today we dropped a total of 12 jumpers twice. So we dropped them 6 by 6, so 2 different passes, 6 personnel each. They all landed on the ground safely. We landed on the ground, picked them back up, and then we did it again for just proficiency and execution excellence.
What from this training could you take to that environment?
Pretty much in the AOR, it's like a special interest item, being an airdropper in the AOR, because not necessarily every plane that goes into an AOR is safe to land or even come close to the ground. So if you need to get something there via delivery, the safest way for the Air Force and the aircraft and the crew would be to airdrop it down away from the enemy. And That's up to the pilots to coordinate when it's gonna leave the aircraft and the winds, and if it's gonna land on DZ, that's all up to the pilots. The memorable thing would be just having a moment when the mission was complete and we're flying back home and we have the opportunity to open the door in flight. So we can just kind of fly down the coast. We flew down the coast and just take in the scenery, take in, you know, the ambiance, and, you know, just one of the few moments you can just relax. The mission's complete, just enjoy the scene and, you know, enjoy yourself and your camaraderie and, you know, your fellow crew members.